Hello guys, this is Kabase. So this might be my last news update video for like 3 weeks because unless they have more stuff planned for October 31st, this is the news update video for both the 17th and 31st of October. So obviously double the updates, double the amount of things I need to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now I'll indicate both the 17th and 31st stuff. So I feel like I'm not making two separate news videos in one. So yeah, starting from October 17th, we'll have the upcoming side story event focusing on Isuzu that is from the Kind Angel of Death event. Oh, wait, it should be the from the Angel of Death event, but I don't know or misremembering stuff. But anyways, again, another sequel to the Oshima side stories, so highly recommend to read those first before this one. And secondly, regarding the Irene event, it's also a sequel to that, considering it's a continuation to that subplot. If you know, you know. Next are the freebies and missions, and holy, it's a lot for this update alone. 3 daily pulls again, which is always appreciated. 2 lock and bonuses, 1 for 15 days, 3,000 quartz, and another for 10 days, and get a SS guaranteed 10 pull, which is always very nice. Next is the first anniversary countdown campaign running to the before the first anniversary, and the Thunder Element upgrade support where both you complete missions whether through battling, accessory related to get stuff like quartz, S guaranteed or above tickets, and more. Now for the 31st of October, they haven't mentioned the event nor the missions or freebies that would typically be on here. So the possibility of dropping another but smaller announcement just increased with that, but who knows. Now for the gameplay side of things, GigFest and Clock Tower expansion is dropping on October 17th, as I already said in the localization adjustment video. GigFest is a no reward ranking system, but for whales that are also rhythm game players, but I think there's a reward for at least participating in it based on my past knowledge at least. And of course, Clock Tower expansion means more evolution skill upgrades, this time for the SS1s of both Karen and Adele. Anyways, for the first time in making these videos, I'll talk about 2 score tags, one for the 17th, which is score tag, challenge number 26, Dead Space, and as usual here on screen, the multiplier conditions for the next 2 weeks, and another for the 31st, which is score tag number 27, Tragedy Pouring Down, which to my knowledge, this is the first time a boss has repeated for a score tag in AN. So here on screen are the multiplier conditions for the next 2 weeks after number 26. Now, good luck on round 2 with number 27, but I won't say any tips because I want to push through as we now get to the banners. Unfortunately, I have to summarize each of them, so my apologies, like genuinely. So, it's 3 banners with 5 new SS Memorias, 3 new SS on the 17th, and 2 new SS on the 31st, to what we know so far. For the 17th, first up is Magic of Smile Isuzu, who is a light debuffer that, first of all, her non-EX or common skill brings a strong AoE fragile debuff that is very useful and adds to her buffing versatility if you have her other Memorias, while her EX skill provides large light field and both a light and generic, or rather normal, AoE defense down, making her a really good light debuffer even if the elemental field took a hit after that damage calculation shit. Her LB0 passive removes Team Lock, which if you have a boss that spams that shit, you'll find it very useful, though in a sense it's also a pretty niche mechanic. So overall, I do think she's a level around or a bit below the elemental overwriters, which is basically the top of the debuffing class. So I think despite the field stuff, her future is safe. Next, Minori SS2 is a buffer that has a very good non-AS skill, basically the same as Yanagi S in the last news update video, giving an equal amount of her SP to another, but her EX skill, despite the party crit rate and damage up, it has a nasty OD depletion, basically 50%. Honestly, her normal use back then was being an SP battery, but with the arrival of Diba moving forward, introducing faster, safer SP cycling Memorias, Minori's kit is pretty much a demerit rather than a benefit to your overall party, and she's now mostly a relic of an older meta. Her future is not safe. This banner overall is a skip in general. Now, the main highlight of this video is the next Unison to be released in EN. That is none other than the future SSR Unison Yuina, who is one of the most flexible ice attackers released so far. Specifically, she's a hybrid between being an ice DPS and utility support Memoria, which she can do both very well, as that she can both hit hard and support low turn setups. She has two EX skill variants, not the element switching kind like Unison Ruka, which is the standard attacking EX that deals 5 hits of AoE ice damage with a 50% plus HP modifier, gaining 3 hits of large build during extra turns. It's simple, strong, and scales beautifully with existing funnel supports like Union SS1. Her Blessing variant, where she deals 10 hits AoE damage, builds DR, and halves its SP cost to 7 when used during extra turns, making it a strong OD generator and cheap AoE damage tool. Her non-EX skill for 7 SP grants the entire front line with extra turn, not just herself, the entire front line, making this one of the best utility skills in the game, allowing for massive turn compression for score attack and low turn clears. And boy, her passive being SP related, LB0 giving her plus 2 SP at the start of the battle, LB3 that gives her minus 2 SP cost during extra turns, and LB4 adding another 5 SP when entering one extra turn. She's an efficient, versatile, and even future-proof Memoria. But where I really shouldn't say this because there's a couple of Memorias that's more recommended to do this action than this one, but considering she shines most at higher limit breaks, if you get her, think about the benefits of getting her to max limit break, since I can wholeheartedly say she's one of the best candidates to max limit break. Overall, her future is absolutely safe. This limited Memoria banner is definitely something tempting to pull or even wail for, where I can definitely recommend it, and obviously you have the final decision to decide whether or not to pull for this, especially with the knowledge of Diva and Admiral and all the other currently cream of the crop meta Memorias arriving closer than ever in EN. Now, the banner on October 31st is first Bunny Tsukasa, who is the second element overwriter in EN and is the one for the dark element. Her EX skill gives the hit count buffs, but only to frontline dark Memorias alongside her override, and her common skill gives frontline dark attack up, which is kinda underwhelming. She works fine with Aina SS2, but her EX lacks hit count, where she doesn't deal damage at all, meaning she can't contribute to building OD. Honestly, with other Memorias giving more versatility and stronger dark options in the future, her value has started to decline despite being the only overwriter for her element. Overall, while I think she's pretty good with her having other versatility with her other Memorias' skill, and do think she's safe, I think she can potentially fall off faster than Isuzu earlier in the wrong circumstances. Lastly, Spring Night Union is no sugarcoating, exists mostly for her fans and SS1 havers. Because without SS1, she's near functionally unusable, as her EX skill needs her SP count to be in the negatives to work, and while her debuffing at 0 SP or above non-EX skill helps in making her work and even be used as a skill for her other Memorias to use, with SS1 she can play support in a very positive way, but otherwise she's not worth pulling for, and this Memoria is absolutely not safe. This banner is a skip, but again, till the end of these videos, I'll say this: if you love the characters, their artworks, or want their specific abilities, feel free to ignore my advice and pull for them. Now, the last banners I have to mention on October 17th are the first anniversary Countdown Wishes recruitment and the Ice Element feature recruitment, which are all skipped. The free daily pools that I already said, which is very nice, and this Ice Element SS Guaranteed recruitment, I genuinely have no idea if this banner is for the SS Guaranteed 10 pool login bonus or paid one or even a different thing altogether. So my apologies, you have to find out in the update itself. And for the 31st, it's the first anniversary countdown Step Up recruitment, which is a skip, and the main scenario Catch Up special recruitment, which regardless if it's baiting you with Sutama and Diner Koju in that screen right now, is still a skip. Anyways, if they drop more stuff on the 31st, they should really drop the announcement of it at least a week before the update itself, as I unfortunately had to time crunch this video and in turn couldn't explain the 5 SS Memorias in further detail. And like as much as possible, I want these videos to come out before the update itself because I want to inform people ahead of time of this stuff that's coming to HBRE, and even if it's just a few hours earlier before the update. And yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Please subscribe to the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Share this with a friend and watch this physics out here. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.